Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. I'm making a really fun mixed media card. But before I start the card, I wanted to just paint on these book pages. And I just grabbed some pages from an old paperback that my sister gave me that she purchased from a yard sale for like 25 cents. Just added some watercolor, mostly greens, just different shades of greens. And then I also put some purples on it. And that's just using a water brush and lots of watercolor paint, drops, things like that. Super simple. Usually what I do is I do this, let it dry, and then pull it out later, which is exactly what I did for this project. So I was just gifted a whole bunch of flowers, and I thought, do I really want them? And then I realized all these punch outs were like layers for these flowers. Now, if you follow me, you know that I've done this before with stamping, where I've stamped images multiple times and then cut off portions, put some 3D foam tape, and then made them really 3D. So once I realized what I had or what treasure I had, I was so excited to make these flowers. So I did those daffodils and irises. So I just used a neutral cardstock for the base, and I wanted to incorporate those book paper watercoloring that I did earlier. So I pulled one that I liked, and then what I did is I just went ahead and tore the edges on all four edges. I wasn't sure if I was going to do all four, so you can see me kind of pausing and then determining, but I ended up doing all four sides. I used some of these gold ferns, which I was also gifted. Actually, what I was gifted was a ton of Anna Griffin stickers, sentiments, like I said, these floral punch outs, just a ton of stuff. I'm telling you, huge treasure. So thank you, Debbie, for those. Look at how gorgeous these golden or gold ferns are. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. So I just plopped one down right on top of that book page. And I liked kind of the contrast of the really bright purple and green with the gold and that really toned down kind of vintage looking flowers. So if you know the Anna Griffin line, you know that it's very, very pretty, very floral. Totally not my style, but I absolutely love these cards that I made. So I just used some liquid adhesive, tied a piece of scrap gold ribbon that I had in my stash around the stems, and then just glued them straight down. I do use an acrylic block to hold it down so that glue really adheres. I did use this gold glitter marker to put gold glitter all over the card. I also put them on different parts of the flowers, so it's just really sparkly and really fun. I put that aside to let it dry, and now I'm going through these papers. Now I'm going to go through these really quickly, but I'm just kind of grabbing papers that I thought I can use with those other flowers. Now these papers, I was part of a thing called Trading Paper Pals, and it was via Instagram, and I just kind of stumbled upon it, and I am so glad that I entered because I got some real treasures, which you can just see as I was going through those really quickly. But this blue squares on that, it's book paper, but it's like German or something like that. It's so gorgeous. And again, I just tore edges. And then right there where you see the tissue paper with the words, that might be my favorite thing. I had never even thought to do that. I have a ton of white tissue paper. I am definitely going to do that more often. I think it was like a poem, but I wasn't too concerned about that, so I just ripped off a portion. And then the bottom of that card I also was another piece, and it had some really pretty texture paste on it, and just absolutely gorgeous. So I used a combination of those three things on that background. Same thing, tied a gold ribbon, and then eventually I add that gold fern, and also we'll just glue it straight down. I found a sentiment again, which was also gifted, and just added that on there. And I love that blue that coordinates with that blue paper. So on the card on the right, I wasn't sure how I was going to do the sentiment, but I have this banner punch, and I just used the scraps that I punched out the flower pieces. So I knew it was the same tone of, I'm going to use the term white. It's not really a white, kind of like a little bit of an off-white. These sentiments were also part of that, what was gifted. And it said, I think this one is with sympathy. And so I just went ahead and used that that banner punch for that card. But look at how gorgeous those are. They are so fun. Mixed media, colorful, but also kind of vintage and toned down. It's like the weirdest combination. But after I was done with that, I decided, okay, it needs a little bit of like fine tuning. So I grabbed this black thin marker and I'm just outlining the banner. And then I'm also just drawing just random circles, kind of going up and down on that left side. And they are, when I say random, I mean random. Look at that. But like it's so quirky. And again, it sort of does not coordinate with, those vintage and gold and very feminine embellishments. But at the same time, it's fun, it's funky. And it's like, I would think somebody of any age would like that. Young people as well as, older people. But anyhow, and then with this one, I grabbed a white pen and I just drew borders around those blue squares. And just that alone, I was like, it took my breath away. I just love that blue paper. It's so amazing. Like I said, those papers that I got, so beautiful. And then I thought, as I was pointing this out right here, and I thought, I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to draw some random little polka dots because that's kind of my thing. I love polka dots. And I didn't fill the entire square, just kind of sections of it. But look at that. Like I said, so fun and so quirky. I love, 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 love these cards. And I'm so excited to put them in my card box because I know they're going to go quick. But those are the 2 cards. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.